Our plan will cost a fraction of the government's $1.3 trillion plan.
It's the most expensive form of new energy.
There's no doubt nuclear energy will cost a lot. And the private sector is not keen to invest, since nuclear power has been banned in Australia since 1998, and because of the huge costs that are difficult to quantify.
Lift the ban and then we'll know, and you can make properly informed decisions.
John Anderson was Deputy Prime Minister in 1998 under John Howard, and his government voted in favour of the nuclear ban.
It would have been preferable to have avoided it. Sometimes political realities produce outcomes that you later regret.
He now says nuclear needs to be part of the energy mix urgently. But lifting the ban will be an uphill battle for the coalition, given they lost 19 seats at the last election, many of which went to Teal independents who campaigned strongly on climate change.
It would require a majority in both houses of Parliament, and even if, hypothetically, Mr Dutton was swept into office with a landslide majority, the half-Senate election would not give him a majority in the upper house.
Project management expert Petra Matus, who studies how and why major infrastructure costs and timelines blow out, believes there's no chance a coalition government would be able to build nuclear reactors as quickly as they claim.
Basically impossible to do before 2040, and if you think about these type of mega projects such as nuclear power plants are known to typically face significant cost overruns.
So it really is a recipe for continuing the fossil fuel industry, which I think is the real politics of the proposal. But I'd be prepared to gamble large amounts of money that we won't see nuclear power stations in Australia in my lifetime.
Not to mention the pushback from several states which have their own nuclear bans in place, and the companies which own the coal-fired plants which the coalition wants to turn into nuclear reactors. All this will likely lead to high-stakes legal battles before the High Court.
The government, if elected, would need to pay large sums to acquire those from companies, and the states are going to have a bunch of arguments to make against any action in this area.
Public opinion about cost blowouts is another major hurdle, but one which energy expert Aidan Morrison says can be overcome with more public debate.
I think, yes, the upfront cost should be high. That's something to be celebrated, not shied away from, because of the value of the electricity that provides in the long term.
While the coalition wants to build 2 nuclear reactors within the next decade, Aidan Morrison says they should be aiming for double that.
Yes, I think something approaching $40–50 billion is a good amount of money to spend.
But the former Deputy Prime Minister says it's worth trying despite the costs.
We're in danger of managing a dreadful trifecta here: unreliable power, unaffordable power, and miss all those emissions targets anyway.
But some say governments don't have good track records when it comes to building infrastructure.
Any large project they've done in recent years has always been years behind schedule and billions over budget.
And the final bill is one that is yet to be revealed to the taxpayer.